I don't know about you, but I've spent a lot of time and money on the exterior of my Jeep for an excellent look and awesome performance.
Woo!
But just like myself, I think it's important to look internally and make some improvements. Fortunately for us, it's cheaper to do with the custom interior seat covers that we're going to be reviewing today. Now, as much as I really enjoy the OEM Rubicon seat covers, especially because it has the Rubicon stitching on there, it was never our intention to keep them. So Kustom Interior has this really sweet double hex stitching, red leather, premium quality that you get from the top name brands at a fraction of the cost that it is to get a Katskinz cover. A couple of years ago, I was at Jeep Beach and I saw these red leather seat covers that I really enjoyed. And I found out that they were Katskinz, so I went on their website, plugged in all of my vehicle information, and found the design. Unfortunately, whenever I clicked on it, I couldn't find a price. Instead, I found this number that I would have to call, locate a dealer, and then get a price, and I just didn't like that. However, on Kustom Interior's website, I can go and find my vehicle. I have a Jeep Wrangler, and it's the 2018 and up models, so I'm going to click this one. You can look up the design, and then you have a price. So you can add it to your cart, check out, have it shipped to you, install it by yourself. We spent some time talking to Kustom Interior's customer service on synthetic versus genuine leather. And they said that the synthetic leather actually holds up pretty good. The technology has come a long way. They said it was going to be better for on the trail use and everyday daily driving use. And that's what we do. With them saying that, I thought that it was a testament to their company because they could have easily upsold me on the genuine leather and I wouldn't have known the difference. And so I think it's a testament to the honesty and integrity of the company that they said, hey, this is actually what's better for you. It is the cheaper option, but this is going to suit your lifestyle. Now, I know it seems that we're really excited. I haven't even installed the whole thing. I've only installed the passenger side, but already the look, the feel, everything about these seat covers I really enjoy, and they're so much better than my previous one. So before we get into that, let's unbox it and then install it. Oh, they gave us trim removal stuff. I did not think that. So now that you can hear Amanda a little bit better, she hates being on the camera, so we're kind of ad-libbing this. But she had the wonderful idea of like, hey, you should also show the backside. And I love that my wife loves talking about showing the backside.
Oh my gosh, it's different. It's different than the front.
No, she's right. I just had to get her in front of the camera. So what are you thinking when you see these and then you're comparing them to the ones that we had before?
I think it's very nice and very rich looking. I just think it looks good. Looks really good.
The leather doesn't feel cheap. It feels actually like really sturdy. It's really thick. That was my biggest concern when doing a premium leather synthetic, because that's what this is. All right, the moment that we've all been waiting for. It's time to install these bad boys and make our Jeep look good. First, we're going to take this Phillips head screwdriver and undo the cover to our seat adjustment knob because we got to take that out. So as you can see, it's a pretty easy process. We have to use a Phillips head screwdriver for this Phillips head screw to remove the knob. Once the knob's removed, we can take the bottom part of our seat cover and place it with these anchors right on the seat. So the goal is to anchor the seat down with the anchors, the strap in the side, and the straps up front. That's going to make this look nice and tight, as if we completely replace the upholstery. With these seat covers, there are 3 anchors, and you're going to want to tuck them in horizontally, and then when you have it in, you can kind of feel where it can go vertical, and you want to make it vertical. That's going to lock these seat covers in place so that way they don't budge. It's very important to make these adjustments as you're doing it instead of later on, so that way you can maintain an OEM look. As you can see here, I'm tucking the seat cover underneath the seat adjustment lever and trying to maintain as much of a tight fit as I possibly can. Afterward, I'm putting the seat back because it's going to allow us to make some final adjustments and remove the headrest much easier. Once you have the headrest off, it's time to install the top part of the cover. And you'll notice that I am pointing to the zipper part because you want the zipper part toward the center console, and this is true for the passenger side as well. That makes it to where you know which side is which. Now, I find this funny. I compare it to putting a shirt on a toddler or another person. I work in healthcare, so I put shirts on adult people, and I found this process the same. It can be easy, and it also can be a little challenging, so just take your time with it. And you'll notice some anchor points at the very bottom of this as well. Just like you did with the other seat cover, you're going to want to anchor these in before moving on to the next step. After all the anchors are in place, it's time to bring the seat up so that way we can zip that zipper I was mentioning about earlier. And Amanda wanted to get in on the action, so there you go. Paying attention to the little details is important, especially if you want to maintain your OEM look. So they do supply some trim removal tools to make this a lot easier to do. You can see I'm able to do it with my hands, but you might not be able to, so don't be afraid to use those trim removal tools to get this up and underneath the headrest brackets. On to the final step, we're going to place our headrest back in its place, but before you do, lean your seat back, place our headrest back in the bracket, undoing the Velcro, and finally installing the last part of the front end cover. As you can see, with the front end installed and all 3 pieces on, the Jeep already looks great. But we're not done yet. Remember those hooks that we talked about in the beginning? Yeah, we gotta install those. The front end has 2 hooks, and if you have heated seats, make sure you don't hook them on any wire. You will find a place to hook them on. Going over to the side, you need to be mindful of this piece here. Tucking it into the rail seemed to work out the best. And in the rear, you have 2 more hooks that you're going to hook, again being mindful of the wires if you have the heated seats. If not, you don't even have to worry about it. And finally, we're going to reinstall our lumbar support knob simply by putting it back on and screwing it back in. And we can't forget the cover. So again, you're going to use a Phillips head screwdriver for the screw, and for the cover, just a little bit of persuasion. Before we move on to the rear seat install, make sure that you subscribe to the channel so that way you don't miss out on any other video that we have coming out. We want to make sure that we keep providing quality content, and having more subscribers helps us do that. All right, that's enough of that. Let's get on to the install of the rear. So with the back, what I'm going to do is just lay it out. You can see that you have a 70-30 or 60-40, however you want to say that. I'm going to lay the bottom ones out first because it's simple. After you have them laid on top, you're going to be mindful of your seat belts, and my personal seat belt is a little jank on that side. So yours probably experience is going to be a little bit different. So just like the front, you're going to be mindful of your anchor points, your straps, and your hooks. And luckily, there's no wires that you have to worry about underneath your seat. And as you work this through, you're going to make sure that everything is nice and tucked in, so that way you have an OEM look when you're done. So I was having a hard time putting this one on, and then I found out a way to make it super easy. So you're going to tuck everything as much as you can, being mindful of where your straps are. And then when you get it as far back as you can, just put your seat down and you'll have access to your straps, and then put that under the seat and you'll be able to work with it much more easily. So now all I have to do is put the hooks in
and strap the straps to the front.
Moving on to the top piece, you'll notice right away that you only get like half of a cover. And I do like that Kustom Interior kind of thought this through, where a premium leather synthetic that covered the back, something that you're really rarely going to see or care about, will cost you a lot more money if it was there. So instead you have Velcro backing. At first I didn't like the idea of it, but then thinking that this would tack on an extra maybe $100 or $200, I think that it's really smart that they did it this way. And before moving on from this point, you want to make sure that your seatbelt is out in front of the seat cover, otherwise it's going to get covered by the cover. That's a lot of covers. Anyhow, for me, this was the most annoying part, just going back and forth and having to deal with the zipper kind of end. But honestly, it's not so bad. You just got to take your time and be patient with it. I've got to say, I've really enjoyed just seeing the process of the OEM regular seats turning into these awesome, premium looking, premium feeling leather synthetic from Kustom Interior. It's been a very easy install compared to a couple of the other seat covers I've had. And it's a lot easier than reupholstering your own Jeep seats. This part right here was probably the funniest part because I didn't know how the lineup of this particular cover was going to work, and no matter which way it went, I did not like the look of it until I figured out, hey, let me just tuck it in because it's going to be tucked in anyway, and then that actually looks pretty good. Now that we finished installing the Kustom Interior seat covers, I gotta say I am so impressed and so excited that they're on here. It's transformed the look of our Wrangler from kind of bleh to this nice, sporty, matching the theme with the red leather. Oh, everything that I've wanted since I even got the Wrangler. Make sure you check out the description for the link over to kustominterior.com so that way you can look at what seat cover matches best for you. They have a variety of different styles and colors so that way you can personalize your Wrangler how you want it. As always, we appreciate you watching this video and we look forward to seeing you in the next one.